etc., that someone needed. One of the things that he came up with was the original copper tone suntan lotion. Because of his chemistry knowledge, he was always tinkering. Sold lots of things, acne medications, all sorts of preparations that he'd sell to beauty supply houses and the drugstore of their time back in the late 20s and early 30s. And somewhere in about, and this is actually, some of this is on our website as well, if you go to a history section of our website. A neighbor, he sold all sorts of hair tonics. He was making dyes, peroxygen bleaches to strip color for beauty supply houses around the Detroit market. A neighbor, it was a wealthy doctor, his wife said they had just spilled something on their wool carpet. Do you have any idea what to do? And that's how he got in the carpet cleaning business. He was removing stains from carpet, especially during World War II, or building up to the beginning of World War II, when nobody had any money to replace, nobody had the access to replace things. So he was going in and correcting them, dyeing carpet, dyeing rugs. We did a lot of work for J.L. Hudson, which is big in Detroit. Have you ever heard of J.L. Hudson? It's owned by Macy's now, so it's part of that big conglomerate, big department store chain. I don't know what would be the equivalent in your all markets. That's how he got in the business, and then we slowly transitioned to being cleaning full time. The beauty shop preparation business actually stopped just a few years before I started. It was somewhere in the early 70s when that stopped, and we were strictly cleaning, and we had one retail store, this one. So that's kind of a real short synopsis of how we began. What I wanted to talk about was getting from where you might be to another level, whatever that is. It's great if you want to do what John Downey did, work for a larger company or become a larger company and go back full circle. That's great. There's nothing wrong with that. Howard has great programs and systems to help you do that more effectively, make more money, because the key with being an owner-operator is you got to be putting money away to prepare for retirement. As an owner-operator, you're not likely to have a sellable business. That's just going to be a reality, because you are the business. Nothing wrong with that. Make a lot of money, put a lot away so you have money for retirement. I'm going to talk mostly about expansion. Let me see if I can work this right. Actually, I want to play an ad. I'm going to intersperse these, Santiago, and see if I can do it. Control Escape. I'm going to play one of our ads. I think I got it. I want to do this one.
Here at the Original Hagopian, we don't want to just give you good service. We want to give you the best service you've ever had by any company. Bit of a tall order? Well, not according to Mrs. London, who called to say just that about the carpet and furniture cleaning we did in her home. Want to experience this for yourself? Call 1-800-HAGOPIAN to schedule your carpet and furniture cleaning today. That's 1-800-424-6742, so we can give you the best service you've ever had by any company, too. The Original Hagopian. Expect the best. Expect the purple truck.
Thank you. I'm going to intersperse these. Advertising is the key to expansion. After you do what John and Howard are talking about, having your systems in line, having your staff in line, having everything to do with operating your business, expansion is going to be advertising, but I'll get to that first. Ways to expand. You've got add-on treatments, increased frequency. I really like the increased frequency one. I think it was John, you spoke to that? Yep. Increasing the frequency is huge. And then different marketing types, soft marketing and advertising. Add-on treatments. I'm going to go through some of these pretty darn quick. Add-on treatments. Hopefully we're asking when appropriate, and that's the key. Ask for protector sales, deodorization, antimicrobial, urine decontamination, moth-proofing for wool rugs especially. This is a key. Everybody sell add-on treatments? Anybody not sell add-on treatments? Good, good. Everybody afraid to ask for add-on treatments? A little bit? It's a lot easier for me to do it because I'm not doing it. I was actually pretty darn good in my cleaning days. But it was hard. At first it was hard. It's not something that many people have naturally, or many people that will also be a good cleaning technician have naturally. They're kind of diametrically opposed skills. And I'm going to scoot ahead real quick just to show you this. My assistant wanted this to be at the end. Whoops. 1982, me. I'm going back to long again, too. Okay. Okay, increasing frequency. If you can change an 18-month customer to a 12-month customer, you'll increase your revenue by 50% over the course of 3 years. 50% just by shifting that. And it can happen to any cycle. You know, at 12 months, move them to 9. That's going to be a 33% increase. You know, there's all these things. So if you make that communication with the customer, ask them to pre-schedule, or at least say, when can I contact you again? Not necessarily pre-schedule, because that doesn't necessarily work well for residential. Although, who doesn't do that with their dentist? Anybody not do that with their dentist? Every time you pre-schedule your next appointment. That is really powerful. Soft marketing, referral programs. Howard's got a great referral program. There's lots of ways to do it. Do something. Do something for your customer, for your employees. We do a few different things. One thing that's been really powerful is next cleaning free to our customers. I believe there's a postcard. Should be a yellow postcard in there if everything got put in. I hope. Yep. Okay. That's it's a $50 if our residential customer refers us to the place that they work, and then we get a commercial job out of it. We get a lot of those back, anywhere from 10 to 25 a month. They're not super qualified necessarily, but they've at least usually said something to who they thought was the decision maker. Sometimes it's not really the decision maker. They're just saying call their boss or whatever. But it's a great program, and that costs us absolutely nothing except the paper it's printed on, because that goes that rides along with our mailer to our customer with our questionnaire card that's in there and a couple other pieces. So it's really riding free in that mailing that we're automatically doing. Networking. I wasn't here the first day, but I assume there was conversation about networking at your churches, Chambers of Commerce, BNI, LATIP. Those are networking groups. Trade shows, I think, can be a great. Anybody do trade shows? Occasionally. Do you like it? Are you usually exclusive? There's usually no other cleaner, or not?
Oh, no.
Never.
No, we did a wedding expo maybe about a month ago that was really, really a great outcome. We were the only cleaner.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Just like, that was amazing.
Yeah.
And out of all of the vendors, they said, you guys were the most memorable. You know, we got feedback
Right,
calls and
right.
it was
That's great. Well, a lot of the home shows, you'll have 25, sauna companies, you'll have roofers. It's rarely more than one or maybe two carpet cleaners. So it's really, you got your nice category exclusivity. Especially if you're in Detroit, we probably have 5 different shows, big shows a year at different points around the city. So there's a lot of people. In smaller markets, there may only be one, but I'd encourage you to do it, and do it professionally. Have some type of professional booth. You don't have to spend $10,000 on a system. No, you can do a real nice setup for very modest.
What did we spend for this?
Our total cost was $895.
That's great, including your booth, including the rental of the space. No.
I mean, there's things out there. I just happened to fall upon this lady that was organizing this event, and we got radio airtime,
Fantastic.
everything, and then that included that.
Yeah,
So
fantastic.
I mean, there are deals
That's a heck
out
of a
there
value.
as long
Yeah.
as you get out there and get
Right.
known within the community.
It's a buyer's market right now for all that stuff. Howard, is your wife? Howard in here? Your wife still at Clear Channel?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, my girlfriend's at Clear Channel now, and she's. I don't know how this market is, but in Detroit, radio. I'm paying between a third and half of what I was paying 4 years ago for radio advertising. It's a total buyer's market in Detroit with all mediums.
We should double date.
There you go. So yeah, all these things they're because people aren't paying the big money, especially those who you see all the shower enclosure people. There'll be 10 of them, and who wants to be the number 10 no name at them, the ones who have a little brand recognition. So